Good afternoon, and thanks for having us in. Authorities in Brookings County are investigating the death of a 19-year-old at a gravel pit. According to the Brookings County Sheriff's Office, Isaac Wixon was found dead yesterday. Authorities believe Wixon was working near a large piece of machinery and killed by accident. Authorities say Wixon was alone at the time and was found by other employees after the accident took place. Levitt at the Falls has announced their summer concert schedule. A few of the names include Rapid City native and The Voice participant Roland Grace, and the opening act will be Vanessa Collier. This year's headline act for the National Levitt Tour will be La Santa Cecilia. There will also be family performances. For more information, head to this report on KELOLAND.com. The tight labor market has more companies finding creative ways to recruit more workers. Many are turning to adding more remote positions that open up the pool of potential applicants to anywhere in the world.
One of our main offices in Pierre. We also have folks that work out of Oregon, Washington, on the East Coast, kind of like in the North Carolina area, Minnesota. So we have folks all over, including Hawaii as well too.
On my team alone, we have someone that's from England, someone from Scotland, someone from Philippines.
Meet the growing population of remote workers living in Sioux Falls and the impact the remote revolution is having on the global labor market tonight in our Eye on KELOLAND. Well, we know warmer weather brings with it the possibility for heavier weather. We're seeing that play out just west of Sioux Falls right now, aren't we, Scott?
Yeah, we have this isolated thunderstorm that developed during the late morning hours, continuing into the early part of the afternoon. More or less, it's the only action we have going on right now. It's extreme southeastern South Dakota, just to the west of Sioux Falls. Otherwise, it looks like dry skies across the board. This is using our Huron radar, able to pick up this thunderstorm over Humboldt right now. Again, we had some nickel-sized hail dropped in Montrose. As we tilt things on its side here, you can see it's vaulting over 30,000 feet in the air. As we continue to watch, as we have some periods of heavy rain associated with this as well. A lot of lightning strikes over the past 20 minutes, over 80 lightning strikes, and more or less it's traveling the interstate, trying to move to the east and to the southeast. We'll continue to watch it. We can see it here with our live cam in Sioux Falls as that storm again is moving to the southeast. Temperature is at 75, but look at the dew point temperature at 40. That's a pretty big difference. So as the storm moves overhead, yes, you can easily expect some gusty winds along with it. High temperature since midnight already up to 76. So it's a nice warm day out there, but we'll continue to watch these isolated showers and storms. 71 in Mitchell, 77 in Huron. We have 72 in Aberdeen, 71 in Rapid City. And the winds are from a southerly direction in southeastern South Dakota, and they do change direction to the east and northeast. So we do have that boundary setting up pretty close to where that isolated shower and thunder shower is. You can see Futurecast trying to pick up on that activity too as we continue through the afternoon hours, and that will even last into this evening. Things will eventually move to the southeast, and then we'll have more widespread chances for showers and thunderstorms. Even tonight, you see that on Futurecast across the southern half of the area, and then we'll watch things develop as we do go through the day tomorrow. Forecast for today, temperatures in the 70s and 80s for afternoon highs. We'll have relatively light winds unless you're caught underneath or near one of those thunderstorms. You could have some gusty winds along with it. Temperatures tonight will fall to the 40s and 50s. We'll watch for scattered showers and storms. And then for tomorrow, I think we have the better chances as we head into the evening hours, and especially during the overnight, central and eastern KELOLAND. We'll have cooler temperatures too, thanks in part to the thicker clouds and the rain that will be around. Numbers in the 60s and 70s. And we'll have more details on your KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Kentucky Derby week is off to a troubling start. There's an investigation into the deaths of several horses at the famed Churchill Downs racetrack. 4 horses have died there within 5 days. 2 of the deaths involve horses trained by St. Joseph Jr., a famous trainer. And the 2 other horses, including Derby contender Wild on Ice, had to be euthanized after getting hurt. The head of the Horse Racing Integrity and Safety Authority said it intends to conduct an analysis of the fatalities and will share those findings once the full investigation is complete. Georgia police say they have captured the suspect wanted for killing one person and injuring 4 others at a medical center in Atlanta. 24-year-old Dion Patterson was taken into custody without incident just north of the city, and he has been charged with 1 count of murder and 4 counts of aggravated assault. Sources say the suspect became agitated while waiting for his appointment. He then allegedly took out a handgun and started shooting. Russian forces attacked several Ukrainian cities with drones in retaliation for an alleged drone attack on the Kremlin yesterday. Moscow claims the target was President Vladimir Putin, and now a top Russian official is accusing the U.S. of planning it. Nicole D'Antonio reports from Washington.
Overnight, Russian forces unleashed a wave of drone attacks on several Ukrainian cities. Ukrainian air defense officials say they destroyed more than a dozen, including those headed towards Kyiv. The latest assault on the war-torn country followed an alleged double drone strike on the Kremlin, which Russia claims targeted President Putin.
Extraordinary inflammatory statements by the Kremlin.
John Sullivan is the former U.S. ambassador to Russia.
This could be the Russian government doing it itself to rally the Russian nationalists who are disappointed, I think it's fair to say, with how the war in Ukraine has gone to date.
A top Russian official is now accusing the U.S. of masterminding the drone attack, criticizing its continued assistance for Ukraine.
It's a ludicrous claim. The United States had nothing to do with this. We don't even know exactly what happened here.
Some forces in Moscow are now calling for the direct targeting of Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky himself. Earlier Thursday, Zelensky made an unannounced visit to the International Criminal Court in the Netherlands, calling on President Putin to be brought to justice for war crimes.
We all want to see different Vladimir here, the one who deserves to be sentenced for these criminal actions.
In an ominous sign of more trouble ahead, a curfew has been declared in the Ukrainian city of Kherson through the weekend. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, Washington.
In March, the ICC issued an arrest warrant for Putin, accusing him of personal responsibility for abducting children from Ukraine.